everyone, this is my second review. This is going to be about Labarum312's book, This is the Sun. I know Albert's got a couple more out there. If he wants to advertise them, Albert just send me a PM and I will do on this video. But I'll just advertise the one I read, which was This is the Sun Volume 1. Now, anybody who's been on the internet for any length of time has come across the film Zeitgeist. And I had numerous people when I first got started here on YouTube pull up the things like Zeitgeist. Now, at the time I didn't really know that much about history or these other religions. Well, not enough to make... I mean, I knew that it was wrong, because I knew that Krishna didn't really have that much in common with Christ, and Egypt, not necessarily, because, again, I did know enough about Egypt that it didn't seem to make any sense when, you know, but again, I didn't have anything, you know, tangible to back it up. So when I came across Albert's channel, that's when, like, you know, my eyes were open to what these things really were, and, you know, why what Zeitgeist and God wasn't there and religionists do is harmful to understanding these pagan religions. You know, there's numerous people out there who aren't Christians who say the same things, that this sort of thing gets in the way of really understanding it. As I said, Albert released this book, and it was very involving. It's very well sourced. I'd say it is very well written. There's some things that I didn't understand, and maybe it's just the fact that I'm me. But there's this thing about hermeneutics that I didn't really get, because I don't really understand hermeneutics. But he explains, like, hermeneutics, it says hermetism, and that's the basis of where these ideas come from. You know, that idea, and he explains, like, you know, the writers, like people like Gerard Massey and Franz Kuhlmann and people like that. Explains why, you know, they came to the conclusions they did. I'd say it's probably not for everybody, because, again, it's a bit involved, and you'd probably need to have at least a cursory interest in comparative religion to want to read this. I mean, I do have a cursory interest because I do like comparative religion, but I don't think it might be for everybody. Especially for those who believe some of the stuff that's in Zeitgeist, and because it's not very nice for somebody to explain to why you're incorrect, basically. But I would recommend do read it. It's a good start to these ideas. Now, I don't know when the other two volumes are coming out, because I do know the second one is to do with the pagan parallels themselves, which again I'm looking forward to, and the third one is to where Jesus comes from. So again, it's a work in progress, but again, for a first volume, it's very well done. I'd say if you're the sort of person who doesn't really like, who isn't really a Christian fan, but is someone who likes truth, then this is probably the book for you, because this isn't written in a, oh, I'm a Christian and this is the truth because blah blah blah. Even though Albert is a Christian, I never got that sense in the book itself. I never got the sense that, you know, he was writing a quote-unquote apologist book. It just felt academic to me. And I think there's a difference between something like what Albert read and somebody like, I don't know, one like Craig writes. You know, it's two different people. But however, I would say that that Albert's writing style is really good. I'd say that he's got a real style that again can appeal to everybody. But I just don't think that the subject itself will appeal to everybody. But again, you don't know. Anyway, I'll leave a link down below to his book. Please go and get it, because again, it's well worth your time to read. Because if you're somebody who, even if you're not a Christian, even if you're a non-believer, it's good that you have this understanding of where zeitgeist and all that sort of stuff comes from. Because, again, truth matters, I think. I mean, hopefully you would agree with that. And I think that Albert does a pretty good job of laying the table before you of where these ideas come from. You know, they didn't just start off ex nihilo. They did come from somewhere, and it explains why and where and how, and like, you know, how it spread and stuff like that. And it's a very good read. As I said, it went very breathably for me. The only problem, as I said, that I think that I had was, you know, some stuff that I just couldn't get my head around. But that's probably my own, I wouldn't say stupidity, but my own, my own, you know, thing that I couldn't get past. But again, I read it a couple of times, and I think I understand it, but I don't quite get it. But again, there might be some parts like that for you, or you might get it instantly in what he's talking about. But I'm just saying how I felt. Anyway, Albert, good job.